Around the same time of the deadly Spanish influenza, 1918 to 1920, there was another rampant illness that may have forgotten about. It was called encephalitis lethargica, which at its peak killed 1 million people and left millions of others paralyzed in their bodies. While it was dubbed the sleepy sickness, it had a variety of symptoms including sore throat and seizures. Eventually, the infected person would end up in a coma or dead, as it had a 40% mortality rate. In the tiny town of Kalaki, Kazakhstan, up to 1/4 of its residents have been coming down with a sleeping sickness unrelated to encephalitis. The illness began appearing in 2013, causing people to fall asleep for days at a time and then wake up with nausea, headaches, or memory loss. Over 20,000 tests have been conducted on the air, water, food, and people of the area, but so far there are no answers. As of 2015, 152 cases have been reported. In July 1518, a strange dancing epidemic attacked the town of Strasbourg, now a part of France. It began with a woman named Frau Toffia, who began dancing in the streets for no reason, and with no music. Within a week, 34 others had joined in, and by August there were 400. At first, musicians were brought in to facilitate the dancing, but when people's feet were bloodied and they began to die of heart attacks, they were moved to a mountaintop where they prayed for help. Eventually, most recovered. In 1962, a woman working at a textile mill in the southern United States suddenly developed a rash and fever, claiming to have been bitten by a June bug. Within days, there were dozens of others in the same department also exhibiting similar symptoms, and many were hospitalized even though they had not been bitten. The factory was evacuated, but only 2 insects were found, and there were no hazardous chemicals on the premises that could cause such a reaction. It was later determined to be stress-induced mass hysteria. Here's a disease epidemic that doesn't fit neatly into hysteria, yet its cause is still unknown. There is some debate as to whether it is a disease at all. It's called Morgellons, named by Mary Leto, a biologist at the University of Massachusetts, Boston. Although it seems to affect primarily middle-aged white women, it was Mary's son who complained of feeling bugs under his skin, prompting her own investigation, which led to the naming of the disease. Since then, tens of thousands of other people from around the world have claimed to have Morgellons, including singer Joni Mitchell. Symptoms range from itching or burning sensations, memory loss, and tiny fibers on the skin.